Now this is the Indian Sports Scout, and I wouldn't blame you if you did not know of this motorcycle. That's because Indian is not really Indian. It's actually made in America and is a chief rival of Harley Davidson. Now Indian motorcycle, which was established first in 1901, was actually launched in India about a decade ago. लेकिन जब से ये मोटरसाइकिल यहाँ पे आई है, स्टार्टिंग में तो इसकी परफॉर्मेंस अच्छी थी, बट ओवर द इयर्स इसकी परफॉर्मेंस, इसकी सेल्स इतनी खास नहीं रही। अब 2025 में इंडियन ने अपने लाइनअप ऑफ मोटरसाइकिल्स को रिफ्रेश किया है, एंड वन ऑफ द न्यू मोटरसाइकिल्स दे हैव लॉन्च्ड इन इंडिया is this, the Indian Sport Scout. Now, today we are going to be riding this motorcycle and find out, can the Indian Sport Scout take on its competitors at Harley Davidson and really turn around the trend for Indian motorcycles in the Indian market. Hi, my name is Dhruv Paliwal. You're watching Times Drive. Let's get rolling. Now, before we get started, I have a small request to make. Please, if you like a content, hit that like button so that YouTube also knows how you feel. Also, if you know someone who's looking to buy the Indian Sports Scout, be it a family member or a friend, do share this video with them and subscribe to the Times Drive YouTube channel for more such engaging automotive content. अब स्टार्ट करते हैं इस मोटरसाइकिल के डिज़ाइन के साथ, एंड यहाँ पे आपको ट्रेडिशनल क्रूजर प्रोपोर्शंस देखने को मिलते हैं। अब बात करूँ यहाँ पे इंडिविजुअल डिज़ाइन एलिमेंट्स की, तो यहाँ पे एक्चुअली बहुत ज़्यादा बॉडी वर्क इस मोटरसाइकिल के ऊपर नहीं है। द ओनली प्लेस यू सी अ बिग पैच ऑफ बॉडी वर्क इज दिस फ्यूल टैंक, विच इज़ बीन वेरी नाइसली शेप्ड, feels really nice to look at, and even the color scheme over here looks really good. जहाँ तक की बात करें इसके इंजन वाले एरिया की, वहाँ पे आपको एक V12 इंजन देखने को मिलता है, and I think that also serves as a design member of the whole motorcycle because it gives the motorcycle mass, it gives the motorcycle a little bit of meaning, something for you to look at, and honestly, it's been very well designed. Apart from that, this is the Sports Scout, so you get a cowl at the front, which kind of emphasizes its sporty heritage. But the one design detail that I really like are these chopped फेंडर्स। अब चॉप फेंडर्स क्या है? बेसिकली ये एक पुराने ज़माने की टेक्निक है जहाँ पे लोग अपने फेंडर्स को काट देते थे टू मेक द मोटरसाइकिल लुक मोर स्पोर्टी, एंड हियर इज जस्ट बीन डन स्ट्रेट फ्रॉम द फैक्ट्री। इन माई ओपिनियन इट लुक्स really good. You've got a chopped fender at the front and a chopped fender at the rear, बट एक छोटी सी यहाँ पे इसकी वजह से दिक्कत भी हो जाती है, एंड ये चलाते वक्त पता चलती है। जब आप बारिश में बाइक चला रहे होंगे या फिर रोड पे मिट्टी होगी, गीली मिट्टी होगी, जब आप बाइक चला रहे होंगे वो उछल के वापस आपके ऊपर आ सकती है एंड आपकी पीठ गंदी हो सकती है, बट दैट्स वन कॉम्प्रोमाइज यू विल हैव टू मेक फॉर राइडिंग दिस ब्यूटीफुल मोटरसाइकिल। नाउ व्हेन वी आर जनरली टॉकिंग अबाउट द डिजाइन ऑफ अ मोटरसाइकिल, वी लुक एट इट एज अ होल, बट हियर I want to dive into the details. And why do I want to dive into the details? Because Indian has paid special attention to make sure that the small details look really nice. Now they've got this Indian badging here on the switchgear, looks premium. You've got this I logo here on both the cylinder banks, again looks premium. You've even got Indian badging on the rear shock covers, and not just that, you'll find it on the handlebar, on the clutch lever, and even inside the analog instrument cluster, there's a small Indian chief's head, which just makes this motorcycle feel a little bit more premium, a little bit more thought out. It's a nice feeling, especially when you own this motorcycle. अब उसी के साथ चलते हैं इस मोटरसाइकिल के ergonomics पे। अब आप सोच रहे होंगे ये एक क्रूजर है, इंडिया में ये नहीं चलने वाली। मेरी भी सोच पहले ऐसे ही थी, एंड फिर मैं इस मोटरसाइकिल पर बैठा, इसको चलाया और मेरी सोच बदल गई। And I'll tell you why. Now cruisers don't generally work in India because we have a lot of traffic and they take a lot of space on the road. Turning them around can be a hassle, and all of that is there. But the first thing is sometimes you just don't feel comfortable sitting on a cruiser, and that's a problem that does not exist on this motorcycle. You sit at a seat height of 680 mm, which means that you are nicely sitting almost on a couch because the seat is really soft, really well done, and the cushioning, it's been sculpted in a manner where it just hugs you when you're sitting in the seat. Now as you can see, I'm about 5'8", I have my feet nicely planted on the ground, and that means managing the 248 kilo curb weight of this motorcycle is really easy. Now next, let's come to the foot positioning, and that is really forward set. It's the same on both sides, and honestly, in the beginning, it could be a problem for you. आपको लग सकता है ऐसा कि this is not a natural position to sit and ride in. But once you combine it with the fact कि आपको हैंडल बार्स के लिए भी आगे स्ट्रेच करना पड़ता है एंड सडनली ये पोजीशन काफ़ी चलाने के लिए इस मोटरसाइकिल को एंगेजिंग फील होने लगती है बिकॉज यू फील कनेक्टेड विद द मोटरसाइकिल ओवर हियर. Now overall, this forward side riding position means that you're always reaching forward. And while that means that you're highly connected with the motorcycle, you do start feeling a stretch in your back. So if you're not someone who's riding regularly, maybe you will feel that. But if you're someone who rides regularly, then this should not be a big problem. Next up, let's take a look at the features on offer. And this is going to be a short one because there's not a lot of features to talk about. You've got 3 variants of the Indian Sports Scout. You've got the base variant, you've got the limited variant, and you've got the limited plus tech. ये जो मोटरसाइकिल हमारे सामने खड़ी है, this is the limited variant, and this gets ABS, it gets riding modes, it gets traction control, and it gets cruise control. Now the limited plus tech variant, which comes above this, also gets a digital analog cluster along with Bluetooth connectivity for your smartphone. Honestly, it's not a big miss. On a motorcycle like this, a cruiser, I don't really want a digital instrument cluster. An analog one works just fine and looks really good. So I think on the features front, yes, for a motorcycle of this price, for a motorcycle of this caliber, there are very few features on offer than what we are used to seeing. But for a motorcycle like this, I think whatever is being offered here just works. You don't really find anything to be missing. So let's talk about my favorite part about this motorcycle, and that has to be the performance on offer. You've got a 1250cc V-twin engine making 105 horsepower, 108 Newton meters of torque, paired to a 6-speed transmission. Now when you start rolling off in first gear, this motorcycle, it has a tendency to stall. The sound is all burbly like an American V-twin, but if you don't give it enough gas, you could end up stalling this motorcycle. But once you start rolling, it almost feels effortless in the way it glides, and beyond 2000 rpm, well, that's where the torque starts pouring in, and as soon as you go past 3000, your senses are kind of overwhelmed with the amount of torque this motorcycle is sending to the rear wheel and the way it's accelerating you forward. I think the acceleration is the best part about this motorcycle. You'll be doing 20 in traffic. Back up on the throttle, you could be in second gear, you could be in third gear, and in the blink of an eye, you'll be doing more than 100 kmph. As far as the top speed is concerned, well, the speedo says 200, and I have no doubts this motorcycle will get there. But really, it's not meant for top speeds. The thing is, you sit on the motorcycle low, but there's not a lot of wind protection. So beyond, say, 130, 140, 150, you start feeling a lot of wind blast. The other thing is, you aren't really able to sink your knees into the tank to be able to hold on to it, to be able to grip onto it at those higher speeds. So going beyond those speeds, you also feel like you're being pushed back by the wind, and then it becomes kind of an unnerving experience. So ultimately, इस motorcycle की जो खास बात है, that is its acceleration, and city traffic में भी आप इस acceleration को अच्छे से use कर सकते हैं. Highways पे भी to make quick overtakes, just open the throttle and it will go straight past the cars in front of you. Now another area that's a concern with cruiser motorcycles is their ride quality, क्योंकि suspension travel तो ज़्यादा होता नहीं है, and उसकी वजह से ride quality can often suffer. Not with this motorcycle. Now you've only got about 120 mm of travel at the front and 76 mm of travel at the rear. And that should mean कि गड्ढों में जाते वक्त this should not feel comfortable. But it's not the case. And all the magic starts with the seat. So the seat is so well cushioned, so well bolstered that a lot of the bumps and rattles are really absorbed by the seat. The suspension is also quite well tuned. You go over bumpy roads, you go over patchy roads, and you don't feel like you're being thrown around. The suspension does a good enough job to soak almost everything in. Now, I've been gushing a lot about this motorcycle, but there are a few things that you will need to keep in mind, some things that might spoil your experience. And let's start with this, the key. It's so small, and I mean, honestly, the Limited Plus Tech Trim, it gets the option of keyless access to the motorcycle, which should really have been offered on this one as well. This key looks really small, doesn't really gel with the motorcycle. Now the other thing is, you've got the handle lock over here, so you need to unlock the handle from here, take out the key, and then the ignition is over here on this side. Now which other Indian motorcycle, and I'm talking about the country, not the brand, does it remind you of? Let us know in the comments below. Moving on, the other problem that I found with this motorcycle is this. The fuel tank really just unscrews itself. And screws itself back on. While it might be convenient, there is no lock on it and you're going to have to be careful about that one. And with that, अब हम इस वीडियो के एंड में आ चुके हैं एंड अब मुझे आपको एक ऐसी चीज़ बतानी पड़ेगी जो मैं पूरे वीडियो में अवॉइड कर रहा था, एंड वो है इस मोटरसाइकिल का प्राइस टैग 15.06 लाख रुपीस एक शोरूम एंड एक्सेसरीज के साथ वो बढ़ ही जाएगा। अब ऑनेस्टली इस रेंज की मोटरसाइकिल्स इसी प्राइस टैग में आती हैं, बट जब आप देखेंगे कि इस मोटरसाइकिल में बहुत ज़्यादा फीचर्स नहीं अवेलेबल हैं, यू माइट रियली माइंड पेइंग दैट मच मनी फॉर दिस मोटरसाइकिल। बट हियर्स वाई आई बिलीव कि आपको अगर ये मोटरसाइकिल पसंद है तो उसके लिए ये पैसा खर्च करना जस्टिफाइड फील होगा। Firstly, the engine, the gearbox works really well together. The performance on offer gives this bike a character of its own. Second, for a cruiser bike like this, the ride quality is supreme. I mean, it allows you to use this motorcycle in Indian conditions, which is saying a lot. And honestly, the detailing on the motorcycle makes it almost look like a piece of art. So that even when you're not riding and just staring at it home, it's still giving you your money's worth.